All right, this is the Standert Kreissäge 2020 Team Edition paint bike. And we want to know is, are metal bikes cool again? Well, luckily we sat down with a local racer who's put some serious watts and miles into this bike and is going to tell us maybe anything he loves about it, anything he doesn't love about it, and whether this bike is the bike for you. This is Real Race Bikes, brought to you by Bespoke Endurance. Okay, this is the Standert Kreissäge 2020 Team Edition paint. He is rocking direct mount rim brakes. He's rocking SRAM Force group set. He has got a 170 mil crank with 5339 chain rings and an 11 by 28 cassette. He is rocking Zip 404 Firecrest, but typically races DT Swiss wheels. This bike also has Zip SL 120 mil stem. He's got a specialized ergo saddle, handlebars of Zip SL 80s, and they are 40 centimeters wide. For tires, he's rocking the Victoria Corsa Graphene 2.0. Hey, hub check time. All right, so tell us your name and race category.
My name's John Hayden. I'm a Cat 3 racer for Suplus Velo.
How long have you had this, and roughly how many miles have you put on it?
So I got the bike in December 2020, and roughly about 5,000 miles a year, so around 25,000, maybe upward, maybe 30.
What made you buy this bike of all the bikes out there?
So aesthetics really got me into cycling, honestly. That was what I found them to be, just beautiful machines. And Standert produced such beautiful bikes. When I found them, I was like, wow, these bikes like look clean. They're just very, I love the Helvetica font, I guess. I don't really know. It's like the paint job, stuff like that really drew my eye to it, and the flat top tube and things like that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what drew me into it. And I also had I really wanted direct mount brakes. I wanted to have the cables outside. So having all these outside cables, it just makes it a lot easier to work on.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been on the side of the road in the group, and my brakes were not really that great. And I've had someone just go up and just use their Allen key and help me fix the brakes right on the side of the road, and then bam, we're back on the road. And he was like, if you had disc and everything, we would be here for a lot longer figuring this out. And I love the headset. The way the headset is, outboard headset, and the T47 bottom bracket, it just kind of checked a lot of boxes for me.
Okay. Now, one of the things I thought was interesting was they come with these stickers. Are they all cats? Do you know?
Oh, so the cats are from the Team Dream bike. They're a bike brand from Los Angeles. I just think they're really cool. They have really cool vinyl stickers, and I just love I just feel like they kind of have the same, pizzazz, I guess, as the bike did. And then this was a felt sticker that I kind of took the F off of, so it has Team Melt. Just the idea that you melt, and I don't know, just the kind of like calling out to the felt bike. I still really love the felt bike, but I don't know. I just wanted to give it a little bit of uniqueness.
Tell me a little bit about this headset. This is really fascinating. Obviously, you don't see this.
No, you don't see
many other bikes
as often, and even in their new ones with everything all in, which is really cool. But this is still the little old school, and it's just, for me, when I ride a bike all season or just throughout the year, the headsets get really grimy and dirty, and that's kind of expensive. I've had really high price, bike maintenance from that, and so this you take that apart, and it's all clean inside. All the bearings look great, and it's just very ease of maintenance.
Tell me a little bit about just the brake, because I mean, this is a really interesting setup here. Why 2 as opposed to the traditional 1?
So it's just you get the dual mount, direct mount braking is just stronger than the single pivot, which is the normal rim brake system that we all love, and now we moved to disc brakes, and so this is sort of the swan song of the rim brakes. It kind of came out in like the late 2010s and really was eclipsed by disc brakes and never really had its time to shine in the pro peloton. I think it was used in 2018, I want to say, right before disc brakes took over. And they're just very powerful. They feel very, like when you brake, it feels very direct, like direct mount. They feels good.
Okay, so it's a noticeable difference compared to other
rim
brakes that you've had. And tell me a little bit about this company.
originally got me into it was the Red Hook Crit was a fixed gear bicycle race, right? And Standert had this really beautiful fixed gear bike, and that's sort of what first drew me. And around 2015, I want to say. And so for years, I was watching the brand. They finally came out with the road bike, and that's kind of got what initially hooked me was that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And then tell me about these frames are really interesting. These are handmade in Italy, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is made in Italy and painted in Italy, I believe, too. And then a small German brand. I just think they're making a bike that I think a consumer really, it doesn't seem like it's like a lot of marketing arrow words that they use nowadays to get people to get into bikes. It just seems very clean, very what you see is what you get. For this, it was just everything was basically stock on it. The only things I've changed are I got shorter cranks. It came with 172.5s. I went to 170. Not a huge difference, but a little bit of a difference.
Yep.
Also, the seat post, I went with a straight seat post. Came with a setback. So just a little difference. It just had all the boxes checked again.
Now, tell me ride feel and performance of this bike.
So the ride feel is it's very like I think you really feel the road underneath you. It feels very like tactile, I guess. It feels the carbon can be a little. I've raced on carbon bikes, and I love carbon bikes, but they feel sometimes too. It's sort of the feeling of a Shimano group set to a SRAM group set. Do you know how SRAM feels very like? It feels like it just feels
a little
more
choppier or something.
Yeah,
okay.
And the Shimano can be, which is great. I love Shimano, but it's a little bit more. It's a little softer, which is good in some ways, but there's something about having that edge.
Yeah.
And the edge of the metal bike into it, it just feels great. And you put the carbon rims on it, and it's all of a sudden you're still feel like you're on a cloud a little bit, but it's still you still feel the road underneath you, and you feel very much like the power through the pedal stroke as it goes through the bike frame. It feels very, it just feels good.
Yeah, that's the one of the things that people talked about when other people reviewed this bike was the ride feel in that exact way. And I think that's really interesting. It's like when you want to put power down, you can put power into this, and it just goes.
Yeah, and another really cool thing that the seat stays, they sort of have this like they kind of bend in and stuff. It just has like these like aesthetics to it. The way it's a traditional bike, and it's very simple. It's like it goes back to how bikes can be these very simple, beautiful machines that just work well.
Like, where do you think this bike shines?
I think this bike shines in just like the way it's just an all-rounder. I feel like it's all ability to be good at lots of different things. Pretty good. It's definitely not the best sprinting machine through the system, but I've definitely been on carbon bikes that also feel a little janky when you put down the watts too. So it's not. I've never experienced on this bike. I have on a carbon bike, but I think that the bottom bracket and the T47, it just feels very. You put a pedal stroke down and you're going to go forward, which is something like on a track bike, you have these chain stays that are like, really small. So when you pedal, it just feels immediately. And this bike, it feels like that too. It feels like that. It feels like kind of feels like a track bike in some ways like that.
Oh,
that aggressive, it has an aggressive geometry, but it also, I felt like the reach was really nice with this head tube length for this size. A lot of head tubes, they've changed now. The geometry is stacks are getting long, like higher nowadays with the bikes. And I felt like this was on the forefront of that.
Okay.
And this bike frame, it fits 30s, it fits 32s, I believe.
Okay.
Even though this I only have 25s on here because the zip rims are from 2015.
Okay.
And the internal of them, I've had 28s on them, and it's just like.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But that would be something I'd really love to do, is go back to 32s on this guy.
Oh,
would be just
dude, yes.
perfect.
Well, yeah, even the ride feel would feel so much different on 32s.
It would be the best. That's the next thing but I love the carbon rims, though, because the carbon rims really help with the feel of the aluminum can over time. I'd say after like mile 60, mile 70, the fatigue can happen.
Yeah.
You put the carbon rims on it, that extends out to like mile like 110.
Yeah. Which at most point.
Which is like what you're going to hit anyways. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you love most about this bike?
I love the way it looks.
Yes.
I know. Aesthetics are just something I think that play a really big role that's underrated, especially now in bikes. I'm not sure the aesthetics in bikes are. it's getting out of reach. And I also love like the price point. It is an expensive metal bike. It can be, and their prices are getting kind of expensive now. But I felt that in a world where all the bikes are $5,000 now, you know, a $3,000 aluminum bike, it's expensive, but it's still, I felt like it was a good range. And I've never once like ridden this bike and thought, oh, I wish I was on a carbon bike. I've never felt like, I've never been dropped and thought, oh, it's because I'm on an aluminum bike. You know, it's usually because I didn't sleep a lot last night, or just I don't have the legs. So it's just ease of the maintenance is so nice. And I just think it's aesthetic. It's old school.
Yes.
You know, like we still got to like look back and hark at where we came from.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well, and I think it is like one of those things, especially if you wrench too. It's like it's easier maintenance wise to do a lot more stuff with exposed cables. So,
and the price is like cheaper each time you're taking the bike shop. It's not that expensive, and the parts are cheaper, and everything's like easier. It's just nice, and it's underrated in the bike world. You know, in a world where we're getting all these like really expensive bikes and all these really expensive that are made for professionals to last 1 or 2 races nowadays.
All right, hey, if you got a bike that you think deserves a spotlight, we would love to feature your bike. Link in the description below.
Be sure to like and subscribe.